Welcome to Us versus Movies. This is your host tonight, Dustin, joined by the ever impressive Kevin Beckham.
Don't know about that.
You clicked it. You should have known it was coming. It's Mortal Kombat 2021. Not just the year, but the year of the movie. Rated R, hour and 50 minutes. Action, adventure, fantasy, video game. I'm just adding that because that's what it is. Produced by WB and New Line Cinema. Still just never going to let go of this franchise. Directed by Simon McQuad. I didn't even try it, that one. I don't even care. Written by Greg Russo and David Callum. And like four more assholes, I'm sure. Starring Louis Tan as a character made up for the movie. Jessica McName as Sonya Blade. Josh Lawson as Kano. Remember that guy. Just remember that guy. And just like a slew of other people, but, probably Hiroyuki Sanada as Scorpion / Hanzo Hasashi. It's probably the most noticeable standout ones, I guess. Or maybe Max Hung from or Kung Lao, Kevin.
He looked familiar. I couldn't place him.
So, well, there's a lot of and Ludi Lin as Liu Kang. I mean, we could just do the whole fucking cast really at this point, but there's a lot of people, a lot of anticipation for this rated R Mortal Kombat movie where Mortal Kombat belongs in rated R town.
And then it would make you think maybe not.
I mean, maybe they shouldn't have done rated R.
I'm fine with the rated R, and I'm fine with the violence because Mortal Kombat synonymous with violence helped the whole ESRB thing take off along with Night Trap and many other things. It's a notable game in video gaming history. It's a fairly good video game movie, even though it is Enter the Dragon from the original one. Other than Mortal Kombat Annihilation, where it went off a cliff, it's a pretty reputable franchise. It
fucking did a bazooka jump off the cliff.
Yeah, it's so it's really kind of hard to say if it being an R-rated movie. I felt like they didn't really they weren't really obsessed with the violence. I think they kind of what's the word? They had some restraints. They didn't go hog wild.
Yeah, no, they definitely didn't go like MK11 on this shit. Where you're
right.
Oh my god, I've never seen that before. But movie entry wise, I think for a casual MK fan or that just remembers red ketchup splatting against their screen, that is probably a lot more hardcore than they were ready for, maybe.
Well, okay, if you have not been in the Mortal Kombat universe, air quotes, in a long time, we're on 11 now, and it's hyper violent, right?
Yeah.
If your only, interaction with MK is the movies, then this is going to be a significant jump. But like I said, it doesn't go crazy. They do show some restraint. But I think, I don't know, we'll get into it. I think choices over the narrative were very it's liberal.
Yeah, it's rated R for violence, rated PG for story. I'm going to put it that way.
I think it's not rated for story, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, G, general audiences.
I just think they were like, shrug.
What's a... Because, I mean, I almost want to just lay out my beef with this entire movie from the beginning, Kevin.
Go for it, man.
We jump in.
This is your show, dude. Run it through.
My beef is we have 11 Mortal Kombat games, okay? It is one of the highest selling franchises. And this movie acts like you don't know what the fuck a Mortal Kombat is. All right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just dumb. That's really dumb. That's like... I don't know, like, you're trying to pull this whole Marvel Avengers shit with this first one? No.
Yeah, just
you don't
missing the lore. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need that shit. You just go in. Everyone knows. All right, everyone knows. I mean, this is worse than that fucking Scorpion's Revenge cartoon we watched, Kevin. Which it's practically the same fucking thing, insultingly enough, in certain aspects of it. Where I was like, wow, we're just recycling this fucking cartoon instantly. Good job there, guys. But it's just like you did not need to reestablish. And I don't understand why they keep fucking up the tournament. Just do a tournament. No one's gonna be like, oh, boo, a tournament. Fucking, we love tournaments. That's why we fucking love Mortal Kombat. That's why people watch UFC. They're just like, this is like a mini tournament right now. I'm gonna watch it. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, the game's 30 plus years, 30 years or so, with lots of history and lore, and I kind of scratched my head on that too. And I really was thinking Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Adventure. And then he was like, no, man, you'll see me like for 10 minutes. I was like, you're a fan favorite. Probably wouldn't have been my choice. He's like, not mine at all. I'll see you at the end. I was like,
I'll see you at the like the actual end. I mean, I know that they put me on the fucking poster with Sub-Zero, but like, you're never gonna see me. Is what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna use my fucking throwback costume from MK10. Like,
which was fine. They did a fatality from MK10.
Yeah.
The fan service. Hats off to you, Kung Lao. I'm looking at you.
Yeah, at times, some of the fan service, I was like,
I was very okay with it.
Do that. We don't. There was a couple that I'll point out as we go through it that I was like, really didn't need that one. It's just like, of all the things, like, it felt so forced where I was like, no, don't do that. You really don't need to force it. Like, if you're better storytellers, this shit will just flow naturally, you know?
Yeah, there was some cheeky wink moments where they're like, we're a video game movie.
Exactly.
But
yeah, that was... Use your uppercut! Shut the fuck up, okay?
Yeah, I do. Oh, that's how the kid, I was like, dude, is this the
movie.
Bumblebee? Is this Bumblebee movie?
Yeah, it was...
Yeah, like...
It's just, I don't understand how they can't just... be like, hey, we're doing a tournament. Like, why do we have to do all this extra shit to say we're doing a tournament? And then guess what, folks? Spoiler, there's no fucking tournament in this movie.
So they're scared.
This is the precursor to the fucking tournament.
They're scared that that's boring, I would assume. I mean, they've never probably seen Enter the Dragon, and there's a way to do it. And granted, that movie's even older, but by a lot. There's a way to do it where it can be really intriguing. And I think they just kind of get distracted because there's so many big characters. Like, they're characters in this, and they want to kind of get everybody in there. And I'm like, well, they're like, well, we want to do the military thing so we can have Sonya and Jax, and then they're chasing Kano so we can have the Black Dragons. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That could be like a story B. And
yeah, exactly.
We really, 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 like, Scorpion's like the number one guy, right? It's literally Sub-Zero and Scorpion are like the two big kahunas.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the A story. And the tournament's like the D story.
Exactly, yeah. But, Kevin, just good ways to do a tournament, and they're struggling because they have all these people. Guess what? Guess what's the best way to have all these fucking people? A fucking tournament. It's there. It's so right easy. There.
I think they try to add all this extra drama with Shang Tsung trying to cheat, and Raiden's not having it, but he can't interact, but he's going to interact.
Raiden sucked. I was like, where's the Highlander? We need to get him back because this Raiden's not cutting it.
No, he was dude, yeah. He was channeling his best Highlander impression.
Yeah, seriously.
On some of the way he, the way he reacted on some of it, I was just like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know whose Raiden that was, but he's not my Raiden. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think casting wise, there was a lot of missed opportunities. I thought the film or the little YouTube series they did like 5 or 6 years ago, however long that is, don't quote me. I thought that had
10 now. It's been like 10.
That's true. I thought that had a more interesting presentation and kind of a reworking of the characters, but I don't know. I guess we can just get into it. I can just
let's just get it.
Try to punch it around when it punches that back.
So we start with Scorpion's village, feudal Japan, and Kevin, if my family's ever murdered 10 feet from me, and I like without a sound, just like I deserve to die and go to hell as well.
Listen, if you're fucking around with 2 buckets of water for 45 minutes,
seriously,
maybe you don't get the water.
Yeah, maybe you don't make the leader of the clan get the water. Maybe that's not his job. Maybe someone else gets the fucking water. But yeah, so Scorpion's playing with his son. He's like, I'm just gonna call him Scorpion.
That's fine.
It's just easier that way. And then he comes over to his wife, and he's just like, "You honor me by being in my life." And she's just like, "That's nice. I'm just gardening, but like, I need more water, fucker." So he gets the water. She goes inside, where a daughter, I believe, is a daughter, right?
It's a baby daughter and a
young son.
Yeah, young son.
And then it gets cold. Sub-Zero's here, but he's not Sub-Zero yet. I mean, really, he's never Sub-Zero because he doesn't wear blue. And I was just like,
why? He kind of does. It's kind of blue, a little bit.
I mean, yeah, it's just like their costumes were so super bulky. Where I was like, I don't, whatever. But
yeah.
Personal taste. I mean, it worked. It didn't look bad, but it
fine.
Just felt
They're
like,
fine. I didn't mind.
It felt like Batman Begins, where I was just like, why is this shit so bulky, like and weird? But so then Sub-Zero, who's not Sub-Zero yet, what's it? Bihan. He shows up and he's like, I'm gonna kill all of you. Your bloodline ends today. He doesn't establish why these
he's
two.
Doing it for the Shirai Ryu is his clan, and that's all. That's really kind of the only motivation. There's not like, hey man, we killed off your dudes and Scorpion did it. LOL. Just kidding. You go kill them because we know you're hardcore. You're maybe you're a little OP in this movie too. So just go do that thing.
Yeah, you're the final fucking boss for some reason. Which is like, no, he really was OP in this. I was like, oh, this is.
I mean, he was in the raid, so I was like, shouts to that. I was like, yeah, this should be good.
Yeah. If we, could, whatever. All right. So, classic Sub-Zero Scorpion storyline. Sub-Zero kills the family.
Yeah, you could say he puts them on ice.
Puts them on ice for sure.
He told those kids, he said, hey kid, chill out.
Yeah, he's just like, you're a little too heated right now. I'm going to give you a chill pill for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. I did like that you could see like kind of blood in the ice, like it was actually cutting and hurting him.
That was cool.
I liked that. I thought that was actually a fucking cool nuance, that these people like doing these incredible things, they're just not complaining about it, but it is, they do actually like take wounds.
It's like Wolverine. Wolverine pops when he pops his claws, it hurts, he bleeds. And when Sub-Zero gets the ice coming out of his hands where he wants to spike it on someone's forehead, it hurts.
It hurts. I mean, just not as much as for the other person, but And so then Scorpion figures out it's a little too quiet 12 feet away from me. And I got to run back. Drops all the water. I was like, man, those buckets held a lot of water. Like a lot.
And our director was like, I'll get every drop. And I was like, please.
Well, I'm not going to break from this shot.
You know what? I guess I'm bringing it up now. That whoever edited this movie is an asshole. Oh, there's so many weird beats in the edit, from like just real uncomfortable shots that they transition to, from just little things like characters being in emotion and then all of a sudden their arms are folded. Like it's just from the way they're framed up and shot, it bothered me so much. It really doesn't kick into full, like it kicks in a little bit here. But when we're in the gym with Louis Tan's character, oh my God, dude, I almost had an aneurysm. His like shoulder leaning against the locker, then his hands up and down. It's not a jump cut, but it's really, really close. And I'm like, dude, is this like a TikTok video? Why is it so fucking Is he just doing hard edits? What is this? What is?
Well, I mean, he's only
Learn how to-
edited 27 things. Half of them are documentaries. The rest are really mediocre TV shows. And the other guy that edited on this, who probably just, I don't know, showed up for a cup of coffee or something, because he did Spider-Man, Ant-Man, and Wasp, and the other Spider-Man, and the other Ant.
He might have did like all the like CGI cuts.
Yeah, I got a feeling.
If you, then another thing, I'm just going to get it out of the way that kind of bothered me.
Go for it.
Was the filming of the action. It's like, listen, I know you have actors on some of this, and they're not martial arts experts, right? There's only like one decent fight in this movie, and it's a martial arts based movie, right? With fantasy, arcade, and fantasy.
Yeah,
you gotta have good fights in here. When you said it wasn't a tournament, I was glad, because I was either, if the fights were like going to be like this in the tournament, I would throw up. Or you would have just a bunch of stuntmen wearing the costume so they can go hard. I was like, listen, I don't need to see Scorpion's face, and I don't need to see Sub-Zero's face. Even though the fucking fuck, I forget his name right now. But the raid guy, he can go. He's hard as fuck. He can go.
Yeah.
So you need to like put some stuntmen in there. Show me some cool fights. Show me a cool. I get it. I love the special effects. There were some parts where I was like, hey, that's cool. That was really, really cool. But dude, like the fighting
sucked.
It's an American. It's a Hollywood. I won't say American. This is all Australian, but it's a Hollywood way of filming action movies where they push in with a medium shot, and then the action's so tight, and it's just a bunch of hand jive shit. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't deal with this shit.
Yeah,
I was just disappointed. It's not.
I was very disappointed. I mean,
it's not horrendous.
It's not horrendous. Yeah, it's very tolerable. It's just like I've gotten so used to seeing this shit from, the Hollywood system of like fight movies that you're just kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just hoping for a little bit more, especially, I don't know. I was slightly disappointed because I really thought that would be a huge focus in the movie, where I think the fantasy special effects aspects is really what took over, whereas in the Mortal Kombat original one, that was a big focus, is the martial arts.
Yeah, agreed for sure. But so, future Scorpion and future Sub-Zero square off, and they fight, actually, Scorpion comes back. He kills a bunch of people.
He waxes the rest of the Sub-Zero's clan.
Yeah,
or thugs, ninja thugs. That's pretty cool. He does a lot of little things from the game. He kind of builds his harpoon right there. You see the origin of that.
Yeah. I mean, they only zoomed in on it on the fucking ground the first time.
No, they really just go, hey, Mortal Kombat people.
Hey.
I get it. If you're dragging the fan that's never seen it or just curious about it, or they're checking it out on the HBO Max and they're just like, hey, I got to do some hand holding for that person. Totally understand. That's how these movies are always going to be. There's nothing you can do about it. I get it. But
I mean, honestly, I think it was just the inexperience of a first-time director. Like, I wouldn't have given this to a first-time director. This should have. Yeah, this should have.
Like,
it's insulting.
I would have been like, this needs to go to someone that's really proficient in shooting for special effects, and then I want all the B unit to be shot with a hardcore action director who knows who can put the camera in places to get you great fights and protect the actors so they don't look like, jabronis out there just slapping around, and you're like,
yeah. So they don't look like Louis Tan, you mean, the whole fucking movie?
Yeah, he did his best, man. I didn't hate him as like I thought I was going to.
I did. I was just like, get this guy the fuck out of this movie. I don't even know why he's here.
He's the creative character.
He is. And I was
these are my only options.
I'd like to reboot. Can I start over? Oh, what do you mean you gotta do a hard save? This is bullshit. Fucking no one likes that.
That's when you have nothing unlocked and you're just like, well, I guess I'll just put Dopey's sweatshirt on him.
Yeah, I want to make him run around in his underpants. Fuck it. No shoes for you, Louis Tan. He's just like, oh shit, this sucks. Yeah, and then they square off. Scorpion finds his family. Frozen, his son and his wife, frozen. The daughter has made it. They put her in a basket under the floor, and it didn't make a peep, even though it was crying the entire first 5 minutes of the movie.
Oh, that baby was like, "Yo, is there ninjas out there? I better be cool."
All right, I'm cool. Yeah, put me in.
Oh, my family, they're real cool. Oh, ice cold.
Oh, you see what I did there? It hurts, but it was good. I had to use it. They fight, and then, Sub-Zero wins. And then he just leaves Scorpion to not be dead. And then Scorpion hears his baby.
What a horrible
crying.
assassin, right?
Yeah, seriously.
There's a couple of times where I'm like, bro, you're a ninja. You should do some ninja things. He's like, walk down the street. And I was like, no, dude.
The middle of it? You're like, no.
Start some shit. I'm like, bro, are you drunk? Calm down.
I'll fucking make it hail in July. Yeah, real.
Stop it. People are looking.
He's just like, what up? My name's Sub-Zero. They're just like, he told me his name. Are you supposed to do that as a ninja? I thought you didn't want me to know your name. What the fuck? You just signed an autograph. Left.
This Cupid's hot dogs, wondering why there ain't no chili cheese fries that I get for free because my name is Sub-Zero. And everybody's like, oh my God, he's drunk.
He's drunk again. Sub-Zero's drunk at the Cupid's hot dogs again. This is why half of them went out of business pre-COVID.
I'm also looking for dragons in my wieners, my hot dogs. Don't fuck with me. I'm drunk.
I'm so fucking drunk right now. Falls over, pisses himself, turns to ice. He's just like, oh, not a fucking piss ice diaper. Oh God, I hate
don't eat yellow snow, right? Am I right, guys? Bad.
Go home, Sub-Zero. You're drunk. He's like, all right, turn your blood to ice. Can I do that? Is that too OP?
That's in the game. Fine. We get it.
And so then Scorpion crawls like 25 feet. And then he stops to like tie his shoe. And it falls back over. And he can't walk anymore after that. And then he burns up. He just goes straight to fucking hell.
He sees his family on ice. And so I was waiting. I was like, oh, dude, is Quan Chi going to drag him to hell? I was waiting for skeleton hands to come out of the ground. And then you don't see Quan Chi. Like, he's got his rope. He's like, I bet you want revenge, motherfucker.
Yeah, I totally thought we were going to hell with him. I was just like, okay.
Dude, I totally did. I thought they were going to just totally do like a hooded Quan Chi. And I was like, oh man, just don't do anything for, Deadly Alliance or Armageddon. Don't take anything from that. Just you took a couple of characters. That's fine.
Just the characters are fine. That's fine. We can fix the characters.
That's fine.
You could fix. You can't fix those stories.
Just fix those stories. No, we don't want to do that. And I was waiting for that, and it didn't happen. So I thought he was like, I can give you the power to get back, but you're gonna have to give me something. And you know what I mean? I was like, oh, shit, he's going to be, here we go.
Well, and then again, I thought it was going to follow almost the animation storyline of just, okay, we're going to be with Scorpion for 95% of this movie, I guess. And then it was like, no.
Sir, you would be absolutely mistaken.
It was just like, no, I'm going to have Raiden show up. And he's not allowed to interfere, but he's going to, like, kidnap this baby and just, like, take care of it and stuff.
I mean, technically, I guess it's fine because it would have died otherwise, but...
Isn't that interfering then, Kevin? Isn't that interfering?
Well, it's so vague, but he's just not allowed to interfere with the tournament.
And why does their clan always have the tattoo thing, birthmark?
The birthmark thing was dumb and cool. I liked it. I hated it at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to settle on I hated it. I wanted to like it. But I ultimately hated it. I
liked it for the narrative choice that had to be taken because we weren't going to do a tournament and go to an island.
Because we weren't going to do.
When I knew we weren't going on I was like, we're not doing Mortal Kombat. We're just doing hanging out with the. All right.
Doing pre-cum combat. This is what we're doing. We're doing pre-cum combat. All right, fine. I mean, I was here for the mortal part, but whatever.
No, they even spelled it wrong. So I think
it's not even spelled right. All right, thanks, Cole Young. Shut the fuck up. You create a character.
He's like, dude, they made me say that.
I didn't want to. I fought against that line.
I bet he did. There was a couple of lines I bet a couple of people fought against.
They're just like,
I don't think.
Sure, we want to go with this one.
You sure you wanted to kill him and say flawless victory? That's kind of stupid.
You wanted to say fatality? You wanna say who says that under their breath after a battle? Hmm?
Yes, we do. Welcome to the
You want her
fucking
to yell, use the uppercut, you say? Huh. A lot of liberties were taken with this first time writer as well. What the fuck?
Yeah. I bet you this, yeah, whatever. This was in developmental hell forever, so he probably just cherry picked a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. We're going to get real loosey-goosey with these titles that pop up on the screen to let you know where we're at. Because that shit goes out the window.
Yeah. Well, the minute we got on a plane, it's just like, where are we? Who cares? And yeah, so then Scorpion's just in hell. We guess. Raiden's taking the baby. He rides the lightning. He's just like, ever see Big Trouble Little China? We're about to fucking steal one of the coolest parts and just really blatantly overuse it. So
it was the only cool thing he did.
Yeah, it was the only cool thing he did, and I still went, what the fuck? You stole that from John Carpenter, you asshole.
Well, yeah, all of Raiden's whole character is taken from it, basically.
I know, but
hey, talk to Tobias. That was his thing.
I mean, he's fine with that. I'm fine.
He's real good. He's rich as hell. He's good.
It's good. I just wish that
no one's gonna know.
The movie was better.
Oh,
obviously, I knew. No, I'm the one watching it.
I knew too. I bet you everybody else that likes the same shit was like, I love that.
I know, until they saw it like 90 times. They were like, please.
It was
stop.
fine. I liked it. I liked it. It was the only thing Raiden did that I liked. I was like, all right, that's cool.
I guess. Anyway, so, and now we're in the present, and we're meeting Cole Young. He's getting his fist wrapped up by a woman. What's her relation? We don't know. Later on, we just find out it's his wife. But she don't watch him box no more, or fight no more. Whatever. Because he does MMA. We're getting MMA.
Jesus, dude, you're okay?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, too many like MM sounds and repeating
words.
Yeah, big words. So, some shady fight promoters is like, who's going to be in your corner? And he points to his daughter. And he's just like, fuck, man, you're a fucking funeral.
He was like, ooh, rated R.
Yeah, and this is where the gratuitous like swearing comes in. It was like they were more obsessed with having them say the F word than to have violence. So, like,
well,
okay.
I disagree, but I get you. I see what you're trying to. It comes heavy-handed from this dude that he's basically the ref owner of this MMA gym, and
it's awkwardly placed swearing.
It is. It's well, from a character we don't know, and he just comes in swearing. It's just like, dude, calm down. Let's let the story fucking start before you start dropping F-bombs. It's like you're trying to get on YouTube, can't swear for like the first 5 minutes. Stop it. He's like, what? Fuck that.
He's like, I can't. Fuckity fuck. And you're like,
so basically, we're in this gym, this MMA gym, and he's our boy Cole's getting $200 to get his A beat to take a dive, from what we can tell. His young daughter.
I think he just knew that his fighting was bullshit and that he was going to get his ass kicked.
Yeah, could be either way. I believed in Cole when I saw him. I was like, no, man, this is going to be the one you actually just wake up and break out of your cocoon and be back to your former glory that I've not been told about yet. And his 13-year-old daughter's like, you eat thunder, shit lightning, Cole. And
yeah, come on, you can do it, you fucking pussy. It's just like, oh, okay, all right. I've been teaching our daughter wrong.
You get in the ring and Cole just gets murked, and he tries to fight back, but the kid ain't got no heart, is what I see, and he gets worked over. And then his daughter comes in there because she's in his corner, and all these guys are just yelling, just fistful of money. You ever see the movie Lionheart with Jean-Claude? Kind of, sort of, nothing like that.
Yeah, nothing like that at all.
She runs in there. She's like, I told you to, you fucking, you
told
weak.
You to throw the overcut.
You're soft.
Yeah, he gets choked out, but she's like, don't tap. I'm like, he's bleeding from his eyes, his nose, his mouth. He's shit his pants already. She's like, don't tap. And I was just like, what option does he have here? Yeah. He fucking had an armbar and lost it.
Dude,
he
deserves tap or snap, my man.
Yeah, I was just like, snap it. Snap his neck in this movie, please.
Yeah, that's it. He gets worked over. He's all bummed and just really kind of down on himself because he's not the former champion he used to be. And I do know that because Jax comes in because he's been in the crowd just lurking. And he goes, he just walks back.
3.
Yeah, he just kind of hangs out for way too long after the fight, after Cole shit shower shaves, comes out and goes, "Hey, daughter, you want to go get some Cupid's hot dogs?" And daughter's like, "I made you this." And he's like, "Great, cool.
What the fuck is it?
Is this a
My
friendship?"
hair.
I thought it was one of those balance bracelets people used to wear to keep their balance.
They still wear those. Yeah.
They don't. I don't know if they work. Is that a conspiracy?
No, they don't work, but people still wear them.
Aren't they supposed to jam the signals from the microchips they implanted in your brain at birth?
Definitely, yeah. But now, too many brain buckets revolted against it, and so
That's
now
true.
they had to do a negative propaganda against it.
And then this is where I was like, ooh, on the casting. Jax
talks.
Jax comes in, and I'm like, you guys know Michael Jai White is alive and well? He's the perfect Jax. I know he was in the YouTube thing. Bring him in this. That dude's awesome. He kicks all kinds of ass. He's a believable, badass guy. Not saying that this gentleman wasn't. I just didn't have time. If I saw Michael Jai White, I'd been like, boom, he's fucking Spawn, bro.
Yeah, I would have been like, he's fucking Jax. Amazing.
Yeah, I would have got hyped all over again.
His voice makes my nipples hard, Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay? He kicks my nips hard, and then I see him fucking throw down, and then I got a full-on stiffy.
Yeah, it's great. He's awesome. Yep. And it wasn't him, so I was just like, shit. And he's like, "Hey, champ, you had a good fight there. I know you used to do MMA, and you used to be real good. Can I see that dragon tattoo?" And then the little girl's just like, "Yeah, it's not a birthmark. It's her tattoo. He was born with it, and maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know, but I just made this bracelet."
I'm just trying to make sag here. Just like, all right, we get it.
She does.
She does. She does.
And she just keeps she go ahead and show him. He's like, "Dude, like, I'm not going to show a strange man that came into the locker room wants to see my tattoo. Weird. Could he
and
just
who also insulted my fight?
Yeah, man.
Backhand compliments there.
You should have put him at a knee bar." And he's like, you get in the ring, asshole? Or my bad, octagon, and they'll see what you're all about. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I thought that was super awkward introduction. He could have just been like, "Hey, man, I lost, say, 500 on you." And he's like, "Oh, buddy, you should have bet a little different." He's like, "Well, I'm going to bet you got that dragon tattoo." And he'd be like, "Oh, like the girl?" He's like, "Nah, but you weren't born with it. This was Maybelline." And he's going to be like, "Damn, how do you know so much?"
Damn, again with a joke.
"Dad, what?" I know. I'll get one more. And he's like, "Dad, what does he know about that dragon birthmark you have?" He's like, "Babe, like, daughter, shut up, honey.
I just had my shirt off. Like, the whole crowd saw it. What the fuck do you mean?"
He knew. He's like, "That's an invitation." And he's like, "To what? I gotta go." And you know what I mean? Like, something like that would have been better instead of him just creeping in the thing. I was like, what this is weird.
I mean, at least it works within their story parameter. It's still, again, I settled on not liking it. So,
but yeah, he was just so like easy to cough up. Here, take a look at this. There, yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll see you later. Okay, maybe you won't. I'm leaving. I'm going to Cupid's.
I got another one on my butt cheeks. You want to see that one too? He's just like, yeah.
I got a tattoo of the black hole, Jax. You want to check it out?
He's like, "Oh,
I fall for that every time."
He's like, that's accurate and detailed. Oh, you got me.
You look like you got a little an asteroid clumpet going on there. Is that the right name?
You might want to get that looked at. Looks like someone's been drilling pretty hard down there. He's just like, "All right, back off, buddy.
Back off, man. My daughter's here."
He's like, I'll see you in the bathroom. 2 taps. That's me.
So Jax he's like, "Hey, Sonya Blade, we used to be in the military together. I found the other guy with the tattoo. We got a green light on him. Go ahead and track him." Okay. He's going to Cupid's. You want me to pick you up something? "Oh, they got the chili dogs? Bitch, it's Cupid's."
You know they do, unless they're out. They only make a certain amount of chili per day. Doesn't come from a can. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, so we're off to the Cupid's, Dustin.
We're off to the Cupid's. And then they're waiting for his wife, who I assume did work or something while he got his ass kicked. And she's like, "How'd it go?" And he's feeling depressed because, usually his feedback's from the audience going, "Boo, boo." Someone doesn't come up and go, "Hey, what defense do you run, you think, when you're just getting plowed in the face by fists?"
Yeah, that
And
is his defense. His
he's just
face.
like, have you seen my face? It doesn't emote. Okay, there's no emoting.
Oh, you had a bad day.
Like that's
Even the Cupid's music box knows.
he's like, all right, young daughter, sit here on the street by yourself. Your mother and I are gonna go order. Definitely not Cupid's hot dog. Oh shit, we're at the Cupid's hot dog. All right, we're getting Cupid's again.
Hey, I don't mind Cupid's, man.
All right,
So
good to
Dustin,
know.
like Sub-Zero uses cold as a weapon. I don't know if I've ever seen him make snowstorms.
You mean hailstorms?
Yeah, because there's snowflakes
It's
and the
more of
girl.
like a sleet.
Well, the girl stares at the snowflake for like 30 minutes, and they're kind of like, "Snow this time of year," and everyone's like, "Yeah, okay." we get it."
Centrally located to this Cupid's hot dogs. What can I see?
So she stares at the snowflake for like 45 minutes.
Like she's never seen snow.
Yeah,
I don't
she
know what
should have been
city
like,
they're in, but I'd
it's
say
they're in Indiana because
they
they've been,
definitely fucking had snow.
yeah. So I don't know why. I guess it is July. So global warming girl, look it up.
She's like, we're fucked. It's too late.
True, all true statements.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
so he's just like, honey, something's up. And then Sub-Zero just makes fucking icy sleet, just hit everything.
Well, not really. He does
Yeah,
the
but
icy
it's like a
sleet, and
warning
then he
shot.
he just throws it down the road. And I'm like, "What are you
Yeah.
doing, dude?"
He's warming up. He's just like, all right, okay.
But then he does
getting
it
my
again.
feelings, getting my bearings.
And he hits this dude in the front, which made me laugh a whole bunch because there's this dude in the foreground. He just gets rocked with like an ice ball in the head. I'm like, dude, that probably hurt bad.
Oh, I think we forgot the part where Sub-Zero gets sent to him. And he's like talking a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
where he talks to Shang Tsung?
Yeah, Sing Soon has that like throne that's
Yeah, he's just chilling.
hovering 90 miles off of a cliff.
Right, because we're in
It's
that.
really hard to walk to.
Yeah.
And he's just like, God, I wish there was a bathroom here. And Sub-Zero's just like,
off the
I
cliff.
fucking killed fucking Scorpion. I don't know why you even worried about this tournament. Oh, because that one title card popped up and said they were going to be reunited by his bloodline. Fucking fuck that title card. Why did we use that in this movie? We didn't need it. We expositioned everything else. We could have expositioned it. Well, hey, what do you say? We're expositioning it right now? Oh, crazy. And then just back to Sub-Zero on the street.
I wanted to be like, dude, Liu Kang's the champion. Liu Kang literally becomes a god. What are you doing, movie? What is happening?
Oh, so you were like, remember Johnny Cage? He's not in this one.
No, dude, they can only have one wisecracking guy at a time. So
I mean, that's not true. I would have loved to have seen a good
no, dude,
Johnny
because
Cage
it would have just been a fucking buddy cop movie. They would just been going back and forth forever. You'd been like, I don't care about nothing.
that would have been a better
fatalities.
movie.
I just want to see Kato and Johnny Cage just fucking fly together.
I do. I want to see that. Kano, straight up, my favorite character the whole fucking movie.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
like, this
He was
guy
supposed to be. They tried to heal him. They tried to make him a heel towards the end, and I was just like, it's not going to take, dude. Everyone loves him.
Oh, you ruined it. Fucking
Everyone loves him. Everyone. No, now he's a bad guy.
him? I was actually happy. I was like, this might be good. This babyface Kano might work for me.
Yeah.
Nah, you fucked it up. You had Cabal show up, and that guy sucked. I was like, way to ruin one of my favorite fucking characters from the game.
Well, they had to do something. There was nothing else going on.
He was just like, I studied the Mandalorian a little too much before I fucking did my voiceover.
Don't you ever, dude. That was
no. I am not saying he's anywhere in the same ballpark. I'm saying
Stratosphere is the word.
Looked at it and tried to copy it and failed miserably. Okay.
Dude, I can't really blame a lot of the people for their performances here. Okay.
I'm not blaming the people. All right. I'm blaming the first-time director who shouldn't have been given fucking Mortal Kombat.
I agree. I would
have loved to have had just like two experienced directors, like you said, one for story, one for fucking action. It's so stupidly simple that how do 30-year producers not fucking figure this shit out?
I don't know.
I've been living up my fucking high castle for so long. I don't know. I can't see down there with you fucking nerds. Eat my shit.
I don't care about the
dude's fucking throne every day.
I don't care about the things you love.
Yeah, I just care about the monies. Anyway, so Sub-Zero, yeah, so
Sub-Zero just throws a bunch of sleet around, and then he's just like a fucking insurance nightmare where he just fucking this truck up that
like, hope you have hail coverage. You don't.
Yeah. Jax is just whipping around this fucking suburban SUV. They all jump in. He's like, get in. The kid
get in unless you want your family to wake up cold in the morgue. And I was like,
I really kind of wanted, like, I know Sub-Zero's not there just to kill randos, but I really would have laughed if some of these sleet hail balls just rocked off more people's domes, because that made me laugh. And
it would build him as a fucking actual villain instead of just like Frosty the pissed off snowman. So
yeah,
but then they drive. Doesn't he drive towards him? And then he's just like, "Oh, bad idea."
No, he whips it around. He knows Sub-Zero's not to be fucked with.
And then Sub-Zero just like appears in the random alleyway.
Sub-Zero just turns into Jason Voorhees, and they go left. He goes right. He just peeks out. He's like, "I'm here now." Even though you went completely, yeah, I'm Sub-Zero. And everybody's
even though like
okay.
I'm a dude and you're in a car, and I don't even know this city. Like, where am I right now?
He was doing the Bobby Drake shit where he just shoots the ice and slides around the city, real Super Friend style.
And he just like put an ice tracker on the fucking car.
Well, he knew because his ice was embedded in the door, so he could like track it like Clayface. I got anything. What else you got?
That's all right. What about the mist?
That's just because the streets are hot and he's cool. The streets stay hot because shit's always going down. It's Indiana.
Well, like, so they stop the car and Jax is like, all right, go see Sodia. She's at this location. Doesn't matter what the name is. It doesn't matter. Get your family out of here. He's like, no, man, let's team up and take this guy on together. And he's like, no offense, kid. I just watched you get your ass handed to you. I don't think you could take on an ice ninja.
I'm like special. I'm like Black Ops, Special Forces. I got this ninja.
Have you fucking seen the gun I pulled out of my trunk? Like, come on.
He's got he's out of the 5 attachments for his shotgun. He had all of them on there.
Yeah, he had all. And he's not going to use a single goddamn one of them, but whatever. So Cole's just like, all right, I should tell you, I don't have my driver's license though, so.
Well, he does. He just backs up and leaves. I was like, all right, great.
Yeah, no real argument from Cole there. He's just like, all right,
fuck it.
He's like, I just met you today and you insulted me, so fucking whatever.
And then Sub-Zero just kind of walks out of the alley. He just kind of goes.
Yeah, and I was just like, I would have been like, flagged him down, like, hey, he left. Like, fucking pick me back up. Let's go.
I thought they were gonna have a cool like fight in the alley, so you could shoot it wide, almost like when you load the level in MK11, where it kind of comes up and you see their silhouettes fighting. Yeah. I thought they were gonna kind of block it like that because there's extensive like special effects visuals. It's not even that. It's just like there's a bunch of the what was it, like the smoke, the dried ice coming from behind Sub-Zero. Yeah. And then they had like the lighting. I thought they were going to kind of stretch out. I was like, dude, this is going to be sick. And then they end up in the warehouse, but they just end up in the warehouse and it looks like a horror movie, but it's all ice everywhere. I was like, what does Sub-Zero just like make a layer of ice to
everywhere he goes?
Yeah, I was very confused on Sub-Zero's motivations. Granted, and made for interesting set pieces, which I appreciated, especially towards the end.
Towards the end, yes. This one,
I just thought it was too soon.
Felt fucking pointless, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jax doesn't get to shoot the shotgun. Sub-Zero freezes it.
Which was cool. That's a cool thing. It's in the trailer. The buckshot like goes around and they just slowly turns the eyes. Jax looks at it. He's like, oh, shit. Jax tries to get some licks in. Sub-Zero just overwhelms him, and then he just grabs his arms and he freezes it. New origin story for how Jax loses his arms. I was fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, I was fine. I was like, that's fine. That's fine. It makes sense. Whatever. You know,
it gives Sub-Zero some credibility, right? He doesn't kill him, which is stupid because I was like, Sub-Zero, he has the dragon mark. Why didn't you just kill him? He's fighting for Earth Realm.
He's an assumed assassin there's a wordplay there, but I can't say it. It's
assumed assassin.
Assassin. He's an assassin.
Of an assassin?
Yeah, he's an assassin that assumes. Yeah,
he's a dumbass, right?
Yeah, so yeah.
He knows of Raiden. He knows there's gods. He knows there's tournament rules, right? Because hence the reason he took out Scorpion, because Scorpion's bloodline would result into this 10th outing of Mortal Kombat. That if Earth Realm loses, they are going to be taken over by Outworld, and Outworld is notoriously cheaters.
Yep.
So Sub-Zero's backed the pony of Shang Tsung. And Shang Tsung's been like, all right, I'm going to say, you're my fucking OP guy. I want you to go out there and wreck any of Earthrealm's heroes with the cattle branding of the dragon. Sub-Zero's like, no problem, Chief. I got one here. I'm going to freeze his arms off and kick him off a ledge. Hey, man, make sure you kill him because Raiden's out there and we know he cheats too. Okay, but he's not supposed to interfere. I know that, but he will. Sub-Zero's like, well, how about I just take his arms? What is he going to do after that? Dude.
He can't fight with just his legs. Look at him. He's got those dinky little legs. He can't kick for shit.
And I was like, don't worry, because we're going to throw in this stupid ass shit in the middle of the movie to see how you get powers. And that's going to fix it. Sub-Zero, don't you know that? That's how you got your ice powers, is you got your fucking, whatever, his mantra or whatever, his arcane spirit, his Akra, his arcane, whatever.
I don't know. I just called it his fucking Goku chi shit.
His Goku chi. He gets his chi, right? So once you get your chi, you get your powers. And I was like, Sub-Zero, if you know that, why didn't you kill this guy? You're a dickhead. You're this overpowered bad guy. You
didn't read the script.
He didn't read the script. It's not like Sub-Zero's cocky or anything. He goes in there, he fucks you up. He doesn't say any one-liners. He doesn't really talk. He just, only time he talks, he speaks in Chinese, and they'll speak in Japanese to fucking Scorpion, and that's kind of it. And you're like, cool. That's cool. I really like that. And what? Whatever. We're at Sonya's fucking double wide now.
Yeah. We just leave Jack. No. First he drops off the family.
Oh, because he needs answers, right? And then the family's like,
I gotta leave you here. I guess we have this farmhouse. I don't know. None of that's been established. All right. I gotta go. Stay alive or something. I'm sure no ice assassins will come for you and assume that you're dead.
Sure, Jax got it locked down as he falls off the cliff. Sure,
Jax is fine. Okay.
I like the tumble, though. I like when Jax loses his arms. I think the guy sold it pretty well. They frost, and he breaks them off, and then Jax falls down like 2 stories or something.
Yeah.
And he took that bump on the side. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, where you could hear more of his arm breaking. I was like, ooh, poor bastard.
Is he going to make it, everyone?
Is he in this movie anymore? And so then he just, finds his way to Sonya's place, parks the SUV, leaves all the lights on, Kevin. All the lights. He's trying to sneak in, but he leaves all the lights on of this vehicle. Jumps on the hood. It already has hail damage. It doesn't matter.
It's not his. He doesn't care.
Yeah. He does Jackson's driving a fucking gold SUV. It deserves hail damage, in my opinion.
Gold? I thought it was white.
No, it was gold.
Huh?
It was golden. No, it was golden.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, you should, because it was golden.
Okay.
It was very annoying.
Calm down, dude. It's out of the movie. It's okay.
All right, leaves the lights on. Parkours over the fucking fence. Sonya knows he's there. I wonder how. Fucking SUV driven by her friend with the lights on is parked out front. And she's just like, move, motherfucker, and you die. And he's just like, Jack set me. It's me. And she's just like, I probably should have recognized your face. I only have it, I don't know, on an entire wall in my fucking double wide trailer.
Yeah.
And she's just like, where's Jax? He's like, we got separated. Some guy tried to whoop my ass again. I mean, this was the second one that day. She's like, I get it, buddy. You're a loser. She brings him in to her shitty trailer and opens up a closet, and she's got this, I don't know, stupid layer thing going on.
It's just a bomb shelter down below. So it's like
it's on the same floor. It's one floor. It's just it's a shipping containers.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Yeah. And then she starts just exposition. Mortal Kombat. We've been following this for looking at this shit up. Jack's got one of the tattoos. We were tracking down another guy, and that's when I found this piece of shit.
Well, like, okay.
Kano.
This part was kind of, I didn't mind this exposition dump because it's really for the people watching that don't know. There's a little.
If you're going to do a tournament, though.
Yeah, but we're not. We already stated we're not. So we have to do this. So I thought she does a fair job of going through everything. I like the little Nightwolf picture. I like the little. Yeah, I like that. There's like sprinkles for the fans that already know all this, but you're kind of just getting their interpretation of this MK story. He says a bunch of cheeky lines like, "Oh, it's spelled wrong," and they're just like, "Bro, stop." And then it was fine. I didn't hate it. And then we kind of just pan to the right, and Kano's there chained to a chair. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Completely silent until he gets his cue from the first time director. Okay, go ahead, Kano.
Yeah, I didn't really get that. Like maybe if he was gagged and just or something or knocked out, and he's like, "What?"
He's just sitting in the dark.
Tube, yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he's just sitting in the dark, chained to a chair.
Yeah, it was like a play.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, new guy, get before he."
Yeah, when he started talking, I was like, "Well, he's got a little bravado to him." Yeah. He's not overselling it, but he is punchy with the lines. He's going to be entertaining, I bet. Because Kano's a right piece of shit, but I do love that guy.
Yeah, I mean, this first scene, I wasn't like...
I wasn't head over heels, but I was like, he had potential to win me over.
Yeah, after we got him out of here, like when he was drinking the beer, and he used the typical beer line, he's like, "Your beer's piss, and you're almost out of it."
Yeah. I was like, okay, this guy's...
He got me. That's a classic. Appreciate that, Kano.
Classic that guy.
And so, yeah, she starts breaking it down and sings songs like "Send the Reptile Assassins." And
we're hopping back and forth to Earth Realm and out. Like Shang Tsung's just not down the street. Like he's in his realm, and it's just this real Outworld.
Fully aware of what's going on.
It's just complete shit.
Yeah, they were like digging through dirt for more dirt, I guess. I don't know.
They're in the dirt mines.
That gave me Annihilation vibes to it.
Like, I was like, hard. That was a big nod to Annihilation, even if they didn't want it to be.
Yeah, they were like, "What? We didn't even watch that one." We're like, "Well, you should have. You should have." Anyone who touches MK should be forced to watch Annihilation to know. Do not go anywhere near that. If you fucking find anything that looks similar, you fucking cut it. It doesn't make it. Like you do reshoots instantly. So,
well, and then this is the part where like Shang Tsung has his cronies and Melina's there, and she's not really. She's just kind of there because she's a fan favorite.
Yeah, she's not really introduced or.
And they're just like terrible. Yeah, she jumps on some rocks. You see the size, so you know it's her.
Yeah, that's the only way you know it's her, because you're just like, oh, you're just gonna reveal the face thing instantly.
Well, no, they don't even do her face thing. Like you kind of see her teeth are jacked up, but they're not like bladed. So you're like, I know it's you, but she has like this makeup around her mouth, so they can do her big scream later on as a reveal. Whatever.
Well, see, I mean, I took that as more of like, again, it was like, she splits her mouth like that, she bleeds. And she doesn't bother wiping it off or anything because, like, she lives in the Outworld and it sucks. I mean, we just saw dirt farmers farming for dirt.
But that's her thing, dude. Like, she's never ninjas up. She never takes... No. Like, the teeth are always there because, like, it's like the Baraka's race with the fucking teeth, right? So that's what she was cloned off of. Like that. Or katana. Whatever. That's a thing. And... I know people like the Mortal Kombat. There's no Bible I'm looking at right now telling you all the Mortal Kombat lore, but this is all off the top of my head. So she doesn't never have her ninja hood up, her mask up, and I was like, all right. So they kind of do this makeup.
She's never in purple or purplish pink. Like she's in black.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, it's not. You could have just done like a realistic dark.
Purple. Yeah, dude, but it's like their interpretation of it, so I don't want to break their balls
I wasn't
too
saying
hard.
Like, she has to be in her underwear and like thigh-high fucking boots, you know? I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, get
I
the
did.
color right.
Like I didn't mind everyone's costumes. I thought they were just fine for what they were. There was just enough nods to each piece. I mean, if we want to start breaking balls like fucking Cabal, you barely hear his fucking air going. He should have been like Darth Vader the whole fucking time. Or he should have. I would have preferred if he would just always fucking with it and releasing the pressure a little bit like he does in the game. You know, something cool. But
Yeah,
whatever.
don't get me started on how shitty Cabal was.
Well, he just looked like unfortunately, his helmet came off like really bad cosplay. It looked like a paper mache helmet. That's unfortunately.
Like, I was like, did someone look at that cover of Fallout for this? And did they get the wrong video game?
Yeah,
Did they get the wrong video game?
Yeah,
I think they did.
I didn't care for it too much, but I mean, I liked his swords. The swords look great, but
yeah,
his costume was fine. It's just the helmet was just a little too big and clunky looking.
Yeah,
whatever. Anyway, so they're farming their sulfur mines, dirt, or whatever. But what kind of irritated me about this scene, and he was like, "Oh," she's like, "We lost track of them," and how, like you said, how do they know, right?
Yeah.
So when Shang Tsung's like, "Hey, let the reptiles know," and I was like, "Oh shit, they're gonna have Reptile. Why couldn't Reptile just be a fucking ninja?" I know it's like, are you not going to confuse the audience by having two ninjas? Because guess what? This one's going to be green, and you give him a Snake Man face, and I'm going to be like, oh shit, that's sick. I would have rathered him coming in invisible, just like he does, wreck shop, and he's a ninja, and they're going to be like, who's this ninja motherfucker? And then they're going to be like, oh, ninjas are badass in this fucking world. Sub-Zero's badass. Scorpion's badass. They wreck fucking Reptile, but it's because, dude, like, even the first movie, he was this little creature. In this movie, he's this creature. Like,
yeah, but at least in the first movie, you know, he does that weird statue thing and he becomes a dude.
Right.
And that was sick. I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, cool. Because that little creature thing sucked ass.
It sucked monster ass. But they just did the little creature thing in this with, like, you know, modern day special effects. And I fucking hated it.
I absolutely hated it because I agree. It's just like, and since we're touching on it, like, Sub-Zero is not blue. I'm like, he's fucking ice. Why is he wearing all black? Like, just all I have to do is have a flare of blue to it. The same way he did with Scorpion. Scorpion had a flare of yellow to him. He wasn't overpowering with his yellow fucking suit or anything. Just, it's like, it's so fucking simple, man. I don't want to, fuck their interpretation. Their interpretation sucks ass.
That's fair.
It's like, you're going to do fucking Liu Kang spot fucking on, but you can't do a blue Sub-Zero? Eat my dick. Kung Lao looks spot fucking on, and you can't do a blue Sub-Zero? I think
both the monks looked real good, I thought.
Yeah, I was like, even Raiden looks spot on. I'm like, all right, so bad guys are just, who cares? You know, Kano looks spot on. I'm like,
Lambert impression aside, yeah, Raiden was pretty good looking too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not talking about his performance. For
sure.
That more in the vein of the shitty costumes. But it's just like, I didn't like that or understand that. Like, what choice is that? That's a dumb fucking choice to just be like, we're not going to have Sub-Zero wear blue. But the poster, he's blued out of his fucking mind. Scorpion's yellowed out of his fucking mind. But I mean, in the movie, you're just like, good luck finding a fucking color here. You got white ice and a couple of ninjas wearing all black that don't know they're ninjas. So yeah, Reptile sucked. So we're he's invisible. He's fucking with him. Sonya has the keenest sense of hearing in the world, and she just lights this fucker up and then gets her last knocked out. Reptile scratches Kano across the face, giving him his eye damage, which you're like, all right, cool, whatever.
That's fine.
I was fine with it. It was a different origin again for him. It was like, all right, that's fine. You know, I mean, it at least made sense to the scene I was watching. And then eventually Kano uses his acid to get free. Useless Louis Tan says, Kano, hit him with the flare. And which he does, and then he's able to punch his heart out.
Well, yeah, he stabs the flare with a knife so it can track him a little bit. So Reptile's got the flare stuck into his back. That's all right. And then Kano fucking does his MK1 fatality with the heart rip.
Yeah. And then it's time for Bruce. You know? Sonya's just like, the whole place goes up in flames. She's sorting through the rubbish.
This part's super stupid. So Sonya loses all of her evidence of finding the tournament, the island, whatever, what's going on.
Except for 6 very important pictures.
Yeah, she's going for basically the island. What is it, like the Shaolin's Island? What is it?
No, it's not even that. It's just the
Raiden's Temple.
Raiden's Temple, and it's just in the middle of the outback.
Yeah,
not the steakhouse, but the Australia.
Same taste though. Yeah, so Kano's like, yeah, I was just kind of going there anyway, and they're like, oh really? I'll give you like $2 million. He's like, 3, and she's like, all right. LOL, I don't have it. And Kano's like, oh, I bet she has it.
Yeah, he walks. He's like, I'll kill you if you don't have it. And then fucking Mr. Can't Emote is just like, you really gonna give him $3 million? And she's just like, I live in this shithole. Calling back to Kano's joke about her living in a shithole. Yeah. Do you think I got $3 million? I was like, LOL. Hilarious. And I was like, and why would he say he was going to go there anyways? I'd be like, all right, well, I guess we're going for free. Now we're just going to follow you, dumb fuck.
Well, the Kano's like, I'm going, and we can ride on my plane because I know I got a plane.
Yeah. And then they're just on a plane, and fucking Cole has a nightmare where he sees Scorpion getting, I don't know, laced up in hell or some shit.
He's just standing there.
Yeah, but he's got that gold lace going around him, and then the handle to the, the dagger, the spear. Yeah,
spear, bro. Come on,
it's like whatever, man. Fucking
iconic thing. And
at that point, without a rope, it's just a dagger. Okay, a spear's not a spear without a rope or a stick. Anyway. And then he's just like, wakes up. He's like, I don't have bad dreams about that guy. That's scary, man. It's back in my dreams.
That does kind of go on, like, sprinkled throughout the movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's not good, but they sprinkle it. And then they're just like, all right, we're jumping off a plane. And he's just like, how do I know when we're ready to jump? And then just Kano kicks him off. So I was like, thank you, Kano. Because I hate people jumping out of planes in movies. It's such a useless fucking scene. There was no reason for him to be on that plane at all. They could have just been there, Well,
he had to show Scorpion so people could be like, "Where's Scorpion?
Where's Scorpion? That seems like a better movie." Yeah, it would have been probably. And then they're just like dropped off nowhere near their destination, Kevin.
I didn't understand this.
Yeah, I know. And they just start walking. And then Kano like picks a fight with Sonya. She lays him out, puts a knife to his fucking throat. He's like, "You're just jelly because you don't got the dragon tattoo." And he's like, "Come on, do it, take it. I don't want to live no more."
So everyone, the rules are: if you kill someone that has the marking, you're going to be the representative or the champion for Earthrealm, and you'll be going to the tournament. So from what I guess is going to happen, this movie is pre-tournament, the second movie will be the tournament, and then the third movie will be post-tournament. Yeah,
if we get that far. I mean, I'm assuming this will just, what else is it competing against? Godzilla versus Kong?
No, there's another, like, some anime movie came out that they've just been slugging it out, apparently.
Oh, the Demon Slayer movie? No, yeah. See that shit, everybody. You see that shit. Watch the series and then see that. Way fucking better. Fucking get hyped. Yeah, so she doesn't kill him, obviously, because why would she? But then they're just like wandering and they run into Liu Kang and he's just like, "Yo, what's up? You guys are going the wrong way." Oh, but also I can do fireballs already. And I'm gonna use them liberally. Just like, they're just like, oh shit. And Kano's like, I know it, we're getting superpowers. He brings back to the temple. The temple is just, it's a shitty temple. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, takes forever to get there. It's like super far underground. And he introduces them. He's just like, you are behind on your training, you bunch of fucking losers. Let's get you trained up, ready for action. We got is the nod to Quan Chi with the thing that Kano steals.
I thought that was like the
Hammer
Talsum.
thing.
There's like I think that's in the later games. I thought it was maybe that, but I couldn't really tell.
Yeah, it's someone's amulet. I don't remember. I thought it was Quan Chi's. Or well, I guess it gets passed around in the storyline, so it doesn't really matter. But and then we meet Raiden, and then Raiden's is like, "This is Earth's champions, a fucking villain, a lady who's not even wearing the tattoo, a guy with no arms, and this guy who can't emote. He sucks at fighting now."
Yeah, I see your MMA record. It's shit.
He's like, it's shit. 5-49. Like, why even keep trying? Jesus, and that's your professional record. Just like, oh. And he's just like, you guys are a bunch of losers.
He's not wrong.
Fucking yeah. And then I think is this where we meet Kung Lao? I don't know. Shang Tsung shows up. He's just like, fuck it, we're gonna kill him. We're gonna kill them all right in Raiden's temple because that's somehow not cheating directly in front of him. Even though we were worried about him catching us before. Now we're just like, fuck it, we're taking it to your front door. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like they just kind of barge in and yeah, Kung Lao shows up here and you're like, hey, finally one of my favorite characters. Great.
Yeah, he gets no introduction though. Everyone else got an introduction. This guy's just there. They're like, we'll introduce him later. After several scenes. I was like, what the fuck? Backwards ass storytelling is this all of a sudden? But yeah, Shang Tsung shows up and he's just like, kill him all. And Raiden's like, the fuck you doing, assholes? Listen to me try to act real quick. And they were like, please, I really don't want to. And then he puts up a Raiden bubble, stops them all from fighting, and no one reports it to any of the elder gods because they're dead. Probably. I mean, who knows? This is their interpretation. It could be alive and well and just not really caring. And then they're just like, all right, we got to train even sooner because they are just trying to straight assassinate your asses and just fucking bypass the tournament rules.
Yeah. Cheaters are going to cheat.
Yeah. And so they're going down to this little sparring area. Sonya's not allowed. She's a woman. Oh, wait, no, they're not being sexist. It's because she's not a champion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That makes her a liability for some reason. I don't know why, but she is. So she just hangs out with Jax, who's been given really shitty robo arms, like the shittiest robo arms you've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, they made me laugh.
Yeah, they were.
Like one of the best jokes in the movie is coming up. So I guess the big dude with the hammer dude is that Ryoko, and then Natara, the Batgirl, later on. I guess they're from Mortal Kombat 4 or 5. Like the one where no one cared. Like I think when Mortal Kombat went 3D.
I felt like I remember the winged girl. I definitely remember. I couldn't remember from what. I just remember that she was very short-lived. Fucking General Hammer guy. I was just like, you look familiar, but like.
Yeah.
Bad familiar. Like
she's in Deadly Alliance, Deception, Unchained. She's in the ones where I kind of fell off hard on. So
the ones that no one really liked and were just like,
they do have
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, they do have their fans, but it is
not. Of course. I mean, like anything, but yeah,
of course.
Exactly. It's like the first time they did 3D and weapons, I was like, this is not for me. Call me when you fucking fix this shit. And they were like, we called you, and I was like, all right, good job, guys. Way to stick with it. Way to show me that you could fix these problems. But so they start fighting. Kano, or they're like, you gotta release your chakra, find your inner feng shui.
Yeah, you gotta find your chakra.
Yeah,
they're not aligned. Get aligned.
Get your third eye open and shit. And they're just like,
third eye blind?
What are you guys saying? And then they can't. So. And then Kung Lao's just like, hey, I'm gonna try to cut your arm off. I mean, I know we're supposed to be sparring and just helping you out, but let me just injure you. And then Liu Kang's like, here, I'll help you with your arm. and talk about how great Kung Lao is and how I was like a dirty orphan child.
And I was like, yeah, that sounds right. Are we gonna go into is Liu Kang gonna kick into the stars? That nope.
Are we gonna show any of this? No, he's just gonna. All right. No,
he literally becomes an elder god. Everyone, like, what the fuck? Like, what? Why is Liu Kang not the fucking focus?
You know, like in the first fucking attempt of this movie and Annihilation as well. But what? Yeah, fucking and the entire fucking video game franchise. Whatever. Fuck it. This is about a washed up MMA fighter finding his smile or something.
The creative character.
Yeah, the creative character will be the star. And then he puts all these like acupuncture needles in his arm and lights it on fire, and that fixes his arm. And I was just like, that's a scar, sir. Yeah. You just scarred him. You had to make him give cool. That guy metal arms, and we're using this shit? Like, what the fuck?
Well, that was the thing. I was like, well, are we going to bring, like, Cyrax and stuff into the Robo Ninja? No? Well, I was like, no, that's too much. We're getting way...
Though I do think they fucked up, and the first time they showed Cabal, his helmet was completely different. I thought it was one of the Robo Ninjas.
Well,
and then the next time they showed him, I was just like, what happened to... Oh, that's Cabal now? I was like, what happened to the fucking helmet?
And maybe you just wanted it to be him.
I don't know.
I laughed when they gave Jax his implant arms, and I was like, those suck so fucking hard.
I was not expecting
and
that.
And then later on, Kano's like, nice arms. They come in adult sizes.
No, they come in man sizes.
Oh, yeah. Die, dude. I was like, I thought the same thing, Kano. You are now the biggest baby face in this whole fucking movie.
It was so... Yeah, by that point, I was in love with the guy because he had too many zingers, you know?
Dude, and they were, like, pretty good. Like, there's a part where he tells them both to suck his sack, and I was like, I like that he said sack because that's funnier than dick.
It was.
It's clear.
I felt like...
It's comedy gold. If he says dick...
I felt like he made that choice, not the writers. I felt like the writers were like, suck my dick, and he was just like, I'm gonna tone it down here, mates. I'm gonna say sack.
But it doesn't sound like it oddly enough sounded like something he would say.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you said like dick or cock or something like that, you'd be like, okay, that's everyone says that. You're not unique with that. You put your own spin on it, and it fit more. I don't know. It was really well done.
That was great. Yeah. So then they're all sitting down to this, I don't know, family style meal.
Kind of like, Panda Express, but not. Kind of like an Applebee's vibe, but maybe.
It's weird. It's like there's one big table that happens to fit all of them. Fucking Jax is trying to figure out how to use his hands, and that's when the joke comes.
Funny.
Yeah, it's just.
It reminded me of a scary movie where he has that weird baby hand and the mashed potatoes. I just thought, I was like, Chris Elliott, you're a genius. Oh, you had nothing to do with this?
I mean, his performance is everything, but that guy's great. And and so then Liu Kang just starts like raising Kung Lao to.
I actually like this scene.
I thought that was almost a little too much.
No,
like Kung Lao,
that's what it is, dude. Because. So this is just kind of cheating and already knowing how the characters are and knowing what they're trying to establish, the pecking order of everything. Because we just got introduced to two characters in the middle of the movie. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, that's odd. But there in Kung Lao is just kind of, he's a little cocky, but he's not over the top brazen. He teeters on that line. But Liu Kang has already given the audience the fact is like, I'm beneath him. He is he's the blood of a champion. Like he saved us from Mortal Kombat. So you need to recognize that this is serious. This dude's here and I'm here to help you be the fucking the shit. And you guys are fucking scrubs. So bow down to him. You should be thanking him that you're even alive. And I was like, okay, this is hard. I like this. That was like the most I was like, okay. I like this cut. I like that angle. I like this. And then they just started making fun of Kano.
Yeah, then they just go at Kano like hard. And then Kano's just like, the fuck you will. I'm about to light up this whole fucking table. He was just like, just fucking shots fired from Kano. He gets super pissed off and then laser beam from the fucking eye.
Half optic blast.
Yeah.
And then Kung Lao and Liu Kang are like, yeah, we got him. He's like, oh, you guys got me all lamped up so I get my chakras aligned. And they're like,
he's like, fucking laser eye. He's like, that's way better than your shit. He's just like, and then he's just like kind of done because he's got his shit unlocked. And then he starts telling fucking Mr. Emote, he's just like, hey, maybe your chakra is that you get your ass whooped really well because that's what you do. You're getting your ass whooped.
That was great. And I think that scene did double duty, especially his performance of kind of putting that out there and amping up Kano. Like, I liked Liu Kang and Kung Lao. I think they were great as those characters.
I really wish Kung Lao, spoiler, had made it into the next movie. I felt like that was a huge fucking waste to do all that work on that character and then just dump him for a cheap kill for the fucking soul suck. I was like, you could have soul sucked anyone. You could have had him just soul suck fucking Kano at that point. Like, who the fuck? Whatever. You know? It just give me some of the other throwaway character, not Kung Lao. Like, no. Don't. If he's a top 10 on my fucking list of playable characters and on the on a new game, don't do that. He's mega popular. You fucking actually made his costume not suck, and then you're gonna cheap kill him like that. They kill
him in the game. It's all good, dude.
I know, but like later on in the game, not like in the first fucking game, you know.
Hey man, in all honesty, he doesn't come out to Mortal Kombat 2. We already got a monk. We only need one monk. You're going to confuse the audience. One wears a hat. They did all their hat gimmicks. They gave him the kill from MK9 or 10. I mean, 9? I don't remember.
It was 10. It was 10.
Yeah, so it's all good.
It's not. It's still a waste of a character.
Listen, dude, it's about as good as it's going to get. How about that?
Yeah, all right. From a first-time director. So then they're trying to figure out how to get Cole to unlock his shit. They're like, yours has got to be physical pain. This is why you take so many beatings. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's his family, but whatever. And they just start beating him, having Kano beat him. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. And then we go to Cabal. He's just like, let me talk to Kano, you know. I'll go talk to him and see what's what. And he just like meets outside the force field. He's just like, hey, fucker, I thought you were cool. He's just like, fuck you, I'm the Black Dragon, motherfucker. He's like, well, you're on the wrong stupid side. And he's like, fine, cool, what do I gotta do? He's like, go shoot the staff, because apparently the staff has been just shooting out electric force field the whole fucking time. That's never been pre-established before this moment where Kano destroys it.
Yeah, it should have been more of like, I guess, kind of let the audience in on it a little bit of... Yeah, so how come they don't just teleport in here and wreck your shit? We have this, like, Liu Kang could have been like, hey, we're hidden away. No one finds us. We're like fucking Amazon Island or whatever.
Except for Shang Tsung. He just has the key to the front door.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, you know what I mean? There should have been something along those lines, I guess. I don't know, but whatever. I saw that. I was like, strange.
Yeah.
There's just this thing that is left unguarded, but that will jeopardize the whole place once it's damaged. And you have a bunch of weirdos here. You guys are just letting this dude in because he has the seal. Don't you know any psychopathic asshole can get the seal by killing another? How come no one knows anything about the fucking rules?
Yeah.
But the movie's really so busy telling me the fucking rules, but our characters are like, I don't know. Kano seems like a good guy. He was chained up, and he's already
he makes me laugh. And he
doesn't make anyone laugh, dude. He makes you laugh.
He makes us laugh. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, it's like, but I still was just like, okay, I know Kano. Like, why are they even pretending to trust this guy?
Well,
like,
he's a ticking time bomb. He already stole the first 5 seconds he was in there, and these stupid monks are just kind of like, yeah, man, just let him have the free run of the place. You know, we don't judge here, brother.
We were supposed to go, oh, this is all part of Raiden's plan.
No, Raiden's a dipshit. Raiden just shit on all of them.
Plan. Yeah, this is a dumb plan. Oh, and then at some point, Raiden sends Cole back to his family.
Because he's like, your bitch mate, bro. You should go.
And then I was just like, hey, Cole, they seem to be able to track the fucking tattoos, and I get that you're just like a big old quitter or whatever, but like, do you not want your family to live any longer? Because I'm pretty sure they're just going to come kill you guys. Like, duh. They already tried. Why would they just stop? Because you quit? That's not how it works, motherfucker. They need that tattoo gone. And that's the only way to do it is to kill all of you.
Yeah.
But he's just like, fuck it, I'm at the farm already. And then,
he was just mad because his new friend said, you can't sit with us no more.
Not until you get your chakras aligned. He's just like, I'm trying, damn it, okay? Fucking, I don't even know what this thing's called. Chakra, we said it 9 times. Fuck it, I don't care. So, Kano zaps the staff. Shields go down. Everyone just kind of was like, oh, I guess Raiden got tired. And then they, Shang Tsung and his posse, they zip zap in, minus Sub-Zero. Well, Sub-Zero's there, but he doesn't do anything.
No, he just lurks.
Yeah, so... And then this begins kind of like a dual fight scene, if you will, where we have the battle at Raiden's temple, doing that fight scene and all the heavy lifting of them. And then we go back to the farmhouse, too, where we've sort of introduced Prince Goro at this point, and Prince Goro is loosely shown. And I will say, as a personal point, and I'll give Kevin an opportunity in a second, that Goro didn't look half fucking bad. You know, he looks pretty fucking good. I mean, he doesn't move around well, but he doesn't look half bad. He looks better than the claymation shit from the first one. But anyway, so most in the temple. So then everyone just kind of squares off against someone. Kano reveals instantly that he's betrayed them, and and fucking everyone's just like, hey, shut up, Kano. Like, we don't get, like, we're the bad guys now. You don't need to announce that you betrayed them, stupid. And he's just like, well, no, I gotta go get my lines in, you know?
Yeah.
And then so, then like Liu Kang squares off against Cabal. He's getting his fucking ass kicked. It's a bad matchup. Like, there's a lot of bad matchups in favor of the bad guys in this one. And Melina and Sonya start fighting. Melina just kind of easily beats the shit out of Sonya.
Yeah, kind of jumps on her.
Yeah, jumps on her, stabs her with the side, and is like, yeah, and then licks it, and you're like, you don't have the blood of a champion.
Ooh,
and then Kano
burn.
shows up, and he's just like, you're still good enough for me. I wanted to get my licks in. And...
Well, it's just like a big melee here, and I didn't dislike this one because...
Yeah.
It was...
It was weird because I'm like, is this the end of the movie? Like,
no, it felt like the finale, and I was like, well, and they kept teasing. Did you already? It was the teasing of like Goro. It was the teasing.
Yeah, I covered. I said, like so. I said Goro doesn't look half bad. His movements aren't great, but his look is actually pretty fucking good. Like,
I thought he looked cool. I liked before.
He does. He looks cool. He looks like the video game character just like walked out. They were like, we got the Unreal Engine running.
Yeah.
So.
Look at the shaders on this guy. He looks so lifelike.
Yeah.
I like when Shang Tsung was like, Prince Goro, thank you for fucking, joining us and shit. You're like, oh yeah, this is cool. Yeah. Like, and they didn't really show him. They just teased him. I was like, oh, I like that.
But so we got these matchups going on. Sonya gets like kicked over the side by Kano. He drops a giant fist on top of her.
He uses his laser beam to cut the statue's fist, and
then Jax is like
traps her.
Yeah, I forget who. Oh, it's Bird Girl that Kung Lao sends into his hat.
Yeah, he does a fatality on her, and he says flawless victory because. He just fucking...
I mean, he did get a flawless on her, but still, I was like, I don't want you to... Like, here's the thing. I love that in the game. That does not fit or work in a movie, though. I don't need anyone to say that. If you want to just splash it on the fucking screen, cool. I would probably have cheered my ass off if you were just like, boom, right in the middle of the movie. Fuck it, we're going to do it. Cool. But don't have someone say it. It just doesn't work. I don't see how you can make that work without it being so stupid and misplaced like that.
Well, dude, I know it's a lot of fan service, and for him
But
to
what
say
fan
it,
is just like, oh yeah, he called it
listen,
himself though.
it's stupid.
Yeah.
Being a fan of it, I found it corny. Like if he just would have tilted his head down and did his winning pose and paused for
That would
half
have
a
been
second, I'd have been like, cool, and had the glare just gleam on his hat. I'd have been like, that's sick.
rain for
Um,
no reason. You're just like, oh yeah, it's a rain level. Oh shit. Oh wait, there's no
I
rain
was
here.
like,
What the
calm
fuck?
down, nerd. Like, I heard there's a bunch of little like I know they do it throughout the movie a lot, and I heard there was supposed to be there was a toasty line that was recorded. You know, when you uppercut, there
Yeah.
randomly toasty would pop in the corner. But I agree with you. It's like I'm a huge fan of this stuff, but I think it's like Dan Forden comes out, he's like toasty, and you're like this doesn't work in a narrative sense because if one of the characters go, "Oh, toasty," I'm like, dude, shut up. Like that, no one talks like that. It's just that's
Exactly,
video
yeah.
game talk. It doesn't
It's like
work
if
in
you
your narrative about I don't know fantasy ninjas.
yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, okay, what do you want to be, movie? Do you want to be a Mortal Kombat movie where you have a lot of homage to it? And I don't know, maybe stick to their storyline a lot better because they put a fucking ton of effort and work into the storyline, and you really don't need to fuck that up. Or do you want to be another failed video game movie? Because this is why video game movies fail, is we want to have these moments that work when I'm playing the game in the movie, and it just doesn't work, you know? It's like Mortal Kombat is so easy not to fuck up, and yet it's so easy to also fuck up at the same time.
Dude,
it's like everyone's trying to have this Avengers Assemble moment, but guess what? That shit doesn't really work when people say that in the Marvel movies. I don't really go, yay. I go, that kind of fucking, that maybe shouldn't be in here either. But at least it makes sense because there's actually a bunch of Avengers assembling.
well,
no one's like flawless. And you're just like, shut up, asshole.
Yeah, it's just knowing your audience and their expectations, but also giving them a solid movie. You don't have to. I can almost guarantee super fans are just going to love the nods to some of the set pieces, some of the
Nightwolf, his picture, perfect. I love that.
They'll appreciate some of the origin retellings. You don't have to kind of. I don't want to say pander to them because that's where it kind of teeters on for me. And I think I've told you this story multiple times. I saw the first original Mortal Kombat in the theater. That shit was packed.
Yeah.
When they get on that boat to go to the Shang Tsung's island for the tournament, and he introduces himself on the boat, and he opens the door, and Sub-Zero and Scorpion walk out from behind him. They don't do anything, dude. They don't say a fucking word. That whole theater almost rioted. They were so excited and happy to see those characters. They were cheering and clapping. You would have, dude. It was insane. I'd never been in that kind of environment. This was like years and years ago, and I was like, "Wow, this is." You get hyped, you get caught up in it.
Yeah,
I didn't really feel like there was those moments here throughout the movie at all. That's what kind of it's like.
No, exactly. There was no excitement because it was so many muted fucking colors on all these characters, and
I also think it's
kind of
just
shitty ass costume design, in my opinion.
I just think the way I think it's the way the characters were presented, and I think the creative character, he has too much on his shoulders to move the narrative forward. Where once you already introduce the dragon tattoo is your way to the island, we don't need him.
Yeah.
We don't need someone to hold our hand in this world because we could have just grabbed Sonya, or we could have been like, it could have been Liu Kang. We found him on the streets and he's that beaten down kid or whatever, or he's exiled from the monks because, he was, I don't know.
It's just, Kevin, it's like, since we're going to talk about him anyway right now, like, why did we need a new character? Why did we need a new character for this movie? This franchise has like hundreds of characters, I feel like, and any one of them would have been better than introducing a new character that I cared nothing about and just, he's part of Scorpion's bloodline. I'm like, well, is he going to do anything cool? Okay. The answer is no.
Before you finish, when they said that, I'm not going to lie, I was a little confused in the beginning where he saves the baby, and I'm like, is he going to bring the baby to the future? Are we going to follow the baby now? Where are we going?
Like, great
Like,
grandma or some
so
shit.
yeah, it's his bloodline. His bloodline continues. When Scorpion is tormented in hell, I thought he was going to kind of break out of hell, or like, I know Quan Chi's not in it or Shinnok or anything. I thought he was just going to break free and just kind of possess his bloodline. He's going to be
Yeah,
like,
that would have
oh,
made some sense too.
the Scorpion soul's going to come in there. He's like, you know what? I just feel so angry when my family's hurt, and I just started losing it. And then his eyes start burning and shit. And then Scorpion's like, yeah, dog, feel it. Feel the fucking vibrations. And I was waiting for that. And then he's like, you see his wrist and the fucking thing, the chain just slides down from his forearm. Like it's always been there. And I was like, oh shit. Scorpion's like, bro, Real Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, your body, but I'm fucking driving. And then he just starts going off. And then Radiant's like, oh shit, that's that shit from back in the day, son. And everybody's just like, oh, Scorpion's now. And the Scorpion's got the last dance. He's fucking up Goro. He's fucking Shanks. He's like, oh, shit, that's that yellow ninja shit. Oh, fuck. And I was like, and then Sub-Zero's like, all right, man, I know that ain't you. He's like, nah, bitch, it is me. And then he kind of takes back the mask and it's all a skeleton. He's like, I told you were going to forget this fucking face. I would be like, oh, shit, he showed up the skull. Oh, this is crazy. And then the movie was like, fuck you, my man. We ain't doing any of that.
Fuck you, my man. It's gonna be way lamer than that. Like,
yeah,
mega lame.
I thought it was gonna be something along those lines, but I was just like, is he just a vessel for Scorpion? But Scorpion doesn't show up in the last 5 minutes, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I was thinking the same thing until he started fighting Goro, and I was like, nah, it's not gonna happen.
You know, when he started getting his armor and fighting Goro, and he had his bladed tonfas or whatever, I was like, what? I guess your pain and love over family is your fucking your G spot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So to get us out of the temple, so we don't have to go back here, Jax's arms fucking grow, and he saves Sonya. Sonya is just like, I'm still alive.
Like, dude, you pick up the boulder or the rubble, and Sonya's like, damn, dog. And I was like, you didn't have to show off. I put it over your head. You could have just flipped it over and been like, are you okay? Yeah. But you know, you had to fucking flex, air quotes, on everybody. Go look at this big.
Look at him. He's got adult-sized arms now.
I'm going to go fight this other dude from fucking Armageddon, and I'm going to do the fatality from MK2 where I pop his head. I was like, dude, you're at the pit. Do the fucking pit fatality, asshole.
That sucked. I was like, what the
fuck? I was so pissed. I was like, listen, I'm a fan. You want to make my fucking fan boner pop? Knock him off the fucking pit. And then they were like, fuck you, we do the head pop. I'm like, all right.
I was like, that was cool and all, but no. All right, but you're jumping ahead too far. So
sorry.
And then Kung Lao gets soul sucked, and that was
now everyone's defeated and down in the dumps.
Yeah. And Raiden's zapping all of them out of there. But then on Cole's side, he's glowing red, his chakras are finally aligned, and he gets his shit ass gold suit of armor. Like, I was like, you can't make Sub-Zero blue, but you could fucking CG fucking gold thread armor on this dude? Whatever. Oh, and you put the dragon in there? Gee, I wish I thought that was cool, but I fucking just don't. I just don't. And then he wrecks house on Goro and kills that motherfucker. I mean, he dislocates Goro's arm, and Goro just popped it back in. I was like, fucking.
That was funny, yeah. I was like, all right.
Goro, he was just like, fucking asshole. Pops it in. He's just like, let's go.
I like the chick trying to hit him with the car.
Yeah, she tries to hit him with the car. I was like, he's got fucking 4 arms. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, dude, at least she was trying to do something, and she wasn't like, she was doing
more than her husband at that point.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I was fine with it.
Yeah.
I liked the way he cut off his hand and then fucking gutted him. I was like, all right, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine. It was like the only thing he did in the movie, basically. So. Mm-hmm. And then he gets a lightning ride, and they ride the lightning to the in-between or some shit. Where
the Matrix, huh?
Where Raiden lives. Yeah, he's just like, you can imagine anything. You need a bunch of guns, like a car. You need a cell phone. It's Nokia.
Good.
And
good Raiden.
And then fucking Golden Boy is just like, all right, guys, I got a plan. They don't want a tournament. We're going to bring them a tournament. And I was like, it's too late, movie. It's too fucking late. But
let's pick them off one by one, because when they're together, they wreck our shit.
Yeah. Even though we're all fighting on our own, You know,
they're more of a
one-on-one
unit.
fights, just like four of us in one area.
Well, dude, like you said, they had the better matchups.
Yeah, no, they did. So, and then he just picks the matchups. Like, even though he wasn't there to see who fucking fought each other before, he's just like,
yeah, it's real stupid, dude.
Like, how did he even know who Melina was?
That's because creative character was counting frames. He was like, listen, here's her frame count. This is the move she does. Yeah. Spams it. I just downloaded her. You're gonna win it.
So
she spams the teleport kick.
She does. She fucking super did. I was like, come on. I was like, Kung Lao, fucking use the teleport. Use the fucking teleport. Fucking stupid.
Idiot.
That's why you're dead. Yeah. So he knows the matchups. He calls the matchup. He's like, Jax, you're the only one that gets to fight the same guy. You get hammer time. Go whoop his ass, like Kevin said, at the pit. Disappointing. Sonya, you get Kano. Because whatever. And then they're both just at her house again. Like, they were just like, listen, the budget is the budget. Okay, listen, guys, we're reusing everything.
We already shot it here, so, I mean, what's the problem? I was like, what? Like, they could have...
made no sense.
I just had Kill Bill flashbacks of fighting in the fucking that trailer, and I was like, is there going to be a Mamba in the suitcase?
And she's just popping out underneath her floor and like stabbing him in the ankle, which does nothing. Kano just keeps walking. I didn't
like that fight.
It was a horrible fight, and it ended shitty. Yeah, and she gets the tattoo. She gets the juice. She unlocks her chakra instantly
because she spikes a gnome. She spikes a garden gnome in his laser eye.
Yeah, one of the best spit on in the hand of
the most enjoyable character in the movie. Everybody goes out on some dumb shit.
Yeah, because he spit on her garden gnome.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, and then Cabal and Liu Kang get the match up again, and fucking Golden Boy gets to take on Melina, and it's just
they're fine. I didn't mind the Cabal Liu Kang fight.
Yeah, because he dropped in a fucking bucket of oil, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, motherfucker!" I was like, "What the hell?" Okay.
Want me to slow it down for you? I was like, "Yeah, you're fast. Way to go, speedster."
We get it. I mean, if I don't know, you weren't sharing the same screen as Kano, you would have actually been kind of enjoyable and funny as well. But you came in too late, Cabal.
Yeah.
So now you're just annoying. Please shut the fuck up. Please. And so then they all whoop their, people's asses, and they're just like, all right, now we're going to team up on Scorpion, but Scorpion comes in and just grabs Golden Boy, and he's just like, come on with me, motherfucker. Hey, I found your family, by the way. I showed up at the door. He's very Jason Voorhees, now I think about it, because he's just at the door. He's just like, hey. She's like, oh shit, he's here.
Yeah. He's anywhere the story convenient.
Yeah. And then we're back at the gym. I was like, how does Scorpion or Sub-Zero know that the fucking gym is his home away from home?
I heard this is where losers hang out.
This is where you could fucking win $200 for a fucking shit ass fight.
Yeah, there's limited levels in this fighting movie.
Very limited levels, and
but
great.
He does the whole spider and the fly because the whole gym is iced over. I'm like, dude, what? You're real dramatic with this ice shit.
He's like, my name is Sub-Zero.
Yeah,
okay, it's a way of life, not just a title that I've given myself. So.
Yeah, that's well, I appreciate the commitment.
Yeah.
Wait, and so my question is, Dustin.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Why was there no animalities? Why did Sub-Zero?
Why were there no friendship?
Yeah.
Endings,
You know what, dude? When they first raided the temple, since they were just throwing out characters left, right? Like, I'm talking good characters. And I'm sorry, guys. Anybody from Deadly Alliance, Armageddon, Deception. I don't count any of those bullshit assholes. Cobra, he didn't show up. Anyway, I thought Noob Saibot was going to show up. Or I thought they were not show up because Bihan is Noob Saibot, but I thought they were going to tease that at the end because fuck it, like an after credit thing.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, they're gonna come, they're gonna bring him back as Noob because they're gonna be like, hey, guess what? You get to become Noob Saibot in this, but we need other characters to make you Noob Saibot. We need fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, I was actually kind of disappointed that they didn't even like. I didn't need an after credits, but like that mid credit, I was just like, why aren't you not teasing something?
Yeah, they
Like
didn't do anything. I thought,
I was like, you kind of need to tease something. Is what I felt. I was like, you kind of need to fucking tease something because I'm really walking away with like a who gives a fuck
well,
type of vibe
I
from
guess you could do it if you do Quan Chi in the second one. Quan Chi's not in this. I don't know. You could
well,
do.
Shang Tsung's
You,
still alive though, so
yeah, yeah, that's true. It's and then plus you can't really go to Quan Chi quite yet, even though he's the origin for a lot of these guys. You have to go to fucking Shao Kahn if you're trying
yeah.
to.
Well, just teasing him. Like all you have to do is show him on the
Well,
throne. It's
they
just
showed
like,
the statue. That was cool.
yeah, that was
I didn't
fine.
mind
But
that.
I didn't pop for it either. I was just like,
I
yeah,
liked it. I was like,
I've
oh, that's
seen that statue a lot in the games.
I thought it was cool.
They're all over the place. I'm pretty sure these dirt farmers are half of them are just making these fucking statues half the time.
That's true.
But yeah, so now we're in the MMA cage, and Scorpion just shows up. Like, there's really no rhyme or reason.
Everyone gets
shows up.
frozen. His family gets frozen.
Yeah.
Creative character's family gets frozen. Scorpion just can't take this fucking movie anymore. So he's just like, I gotta start kicking some ass. He comes up. They have a pretty decent fight. There's moves from the game. They do some cool harpoon gimmicks.
I mean, fucking Sub-Zero's moveset is like on display. He does the ice wall. I mean, he's got fucking
he
everything.
throws him through. He shatters it. He does the cool ice sword. Fucking Scorpion does a cool fucking thing with his harpoon and his sword, and he spins it up and he catches it out of the air. That was the coolest thing in my eyes in the whole movie. I was like, that's a smooth fucking move right there.
Yeah. No, I loved the CG fight parts elements.
Yeah, like the last fight, and I think they protect the Scorpion, whoever's doing his stunts. It's a pretty decent fight. Like it's I know it's not going to be the Raid. I know it's not going to be anything like high caliber.
Yeah.
The last fight is pretty enjoyable. It's a cool set piece, even though we're back at the gym. It looks cool. It doesn't really like some of the stuff in the distance doesn't look too hot, but I like that it was all pretty much practical. It felt, except for some of it has the shatter. It's cool. It's very cool. It's very like the biggest reward is the end of the movie for me. And
until creative character starts hammering at the ice that his family's locked into. Just
I didn't
total regression of his character because he's just like, I'm just gonna hit all my problems poorly.
It's real dumb because I'm like, hey man, just like maybe just bust the fence part. Like, I don't know.
Kill the guy controlling the ice and see if the ice.
Dude, if he would have interacted with the fight more than he did, I would have been done with the movie. So this fight, this finale is kind of the saving grace of the movie, in my opinion. While it has little things that are kind of like, all right, that was pretty cool. I don't know. That the fight was the best part.
Yeah, and Scorpion lights Sub-Zero on fire.
He does a little nod to his normal attack in MK11, but it's a real akin to his first fatality with the skull.
Yeah.
Taking his hood off, and he's a skull underneath, skeleton head.
Why did he have to keep taking the mask on and off to talk? Like, he takes it off, he flames him, he puts the mask on, he's just like, takes it back off, and
I don't know. I didn't understand that either.
My bloodline. I was like, hey, motherfucker, I'm living. Yeah, duh. Stupid.
I don't know, man, but dude, Scorpion knew. He was like, dude, you're making $200 a fight. You suck. Like, just take care of my life. What did you do with all that? I may not
be able to carry 2 buckets of water without looking like an asshole, but you.
But listen, I got killed, and I'm making big moves right now.
So either come to hell with me and get some training, or stop sucking ass. And then I think like everyone shows up in this part, and Liu Kang's just like, hey, I got some fire for your family. I'm just really misusing this firepower.
I'd be like, why don't you
using it?
Why don't you just get them out of here? We don't really need to be here anymore.
No, we don't. But we got to go to that gym one more time.
Just
He's remove them. Clean out his locker, Kevin. He's moving on with his life.
No, dude, you're missing like Shang Tsung shows up and he's like, motherfuckers, y'all coming down here. And then Radiant's like, hey, man, you're cheating in Mortal Kombat. I'm just going to teleport you out of here. I was like, what the fuck movie?
Yeah.
What? No, that made me so
Yeah, I was like, now you do. He's just like, I just needed you. Does he say like, thank you for helping my fighters or some shit too?
Yeah, he's like, haha, I just let you fuck with my dudes. I knew you couldn't beat them because I wouldn't let that happen. Now their chakras are aligned. Scorpion's back in the mix. Everything's coming up, Raiden. And Shang Tsung was
He's like, except for my acting abilities.
So he was like, why don't you all fuck off? And I was like, oh, are you doing Christopher Lambert, dude? Just say if you are, because I feel like you are.
You're not good at it, but you're trying, aren't you?
I think he really was trying hard. I
think
they were just like, they made him
watch this first one. He was just like, oh shit, I can't follow that. They're just like, what? All right, watch Annihilation. He's like, I can do it. Something in between. I can do something in between.
Is that dude like a Highlander? You had a white dude playing a Asian. Whatever.
Asian fucking deity. Oh, that seems offensive. And now you're just like, yeah, you know what? They were fucking right. You know,
I would have popped if Lambert came back.
Dude, I would have popped if anyone came back from the original one. So
maybe.
And then yeah, he's just like, I'm off to somewhere else. And they're like, where? He's just like, Hollywood. And they're like, ha, you fucking trash.
No, well, Raiden's like, you gotta remember, Raiden kicks out Shang Tsung. He knocks him back to Outworld. He's like, we need more fighters for the tournament that is coming.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. And
he's like, we need so the hunt is on. And he's like, well, where do we go now, Raiden? He's like, same thing we do every time.
Same thing we do every tournament.
We go to Hollywood, California.
Hollywood, California. Where all the martial arts experts are.
But then you kind of glance over and you see one of Johnny Cage's movie posters. And I was like, oh, fucking finally.
Yeah.
Dustin, Johnny Cage is an awesome character. Rumor it's an ode to Jean-Claude Van Damme. They were going to build the game around him. That's how the first game came about. They turned it into Johnny Cage, so they had to pay him shit. Johnny Cage has surpassed that history, and now in MK11, he's one of the funniest, well-written, sassy characters probably in any fighting game.
I agree.
He's a national treasure. He should be protected at all times. And I swear to God, they fuck this up, it's going to be just disappointing beyond all belief.
They only got one, in my opinion, in this whole fucking movie, they only got one casting right, and that was Kano. That was whoever found that guy, they did their fucking job that day. And then they phoned in the fucking rest. They need to be called back to do their job one more fucking time for Johnny Cage. Because if they can nail that, I'll watch the second one at least. But if they fuck it up, if the casting sucks, I'm out. I won't even bother. Because this was honestly kind of dull. It was just really dull. Like you said, there was no... Like, I was really excited to see Mortal Kombat on the, again, you know?
I was super excited for this.
I wanted that Scorpion Sub-Zero scene where they show up in blue and in yellow and you just go, oh, shit, you know? And it didn't have to be the old school stuff. It could be modern, like in, I don't know, Mortal Kombat 10 or Mortal Kombat 11. It's just like, it's right. That's what the annoying part is, that it's not like you have to pull from, it's done for you. It's not like you have to pull from the first game or the second game. You just go to fucking 10, man. Go to X. Call it a fucking day. Like, just do that storyline.
Yeah, but that's just a reboot to fix the timeline. And
exactly. So just do that. No one's going to be confused because it fucking explains everything it's doing.
I would have been happy if they either would have done more of that YouTube thing or if they would have just redid the first one kind of shot by shot. I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Which is, I don't know. Like,
just update the first
rework
movie.
The first one a little bit.
Or do that like, we're going to ground this into like modern society of like they're serial killers and we're the task force hunting them.
Yeah,
that would have been fucking fantastic.
I mean, like you said, just cherry pick from the games and certain things. I don't know. It's just there's so much lore for them to just. It's like the fan service kind of like fucked up the narrative because they became too focused on. At certain points, they were more interested in the fan service than the narrative. And so the narrative suffered every single time. Anytime they wanted to do something game-related that wasn't their, like, stupid chakra shit, the narrative suffered.
And it was just like,
So yeah, it does a good job of trying to do fan service stuff when it comes to the violence, the fatalities. I mean, dude, they have like that Rikio guy from Delhi. Like they didn't even name him. He's just walking with Shang Sun in one of the things. So they want to like put. I don't. Fuck that guy. I don't know
but that's a better
where.
Easter egg than someone saying flawless, you know? It's
Right.
like,
No,
just
for
do
sure.
Easter eggs. Don't do fucking
Easter eggs. Easter eggs all day.
gigantic tips of the hat, you know?
So and that's the problem. I can't blame a first time director. I have to blame kind of everyone from writers to producers to everyone. You need to have the story good.
Yeah.
The story has to be great. The
This
story
could
has
have
to
been your fucking next Harry Potter. This could have been your next big franchise.
the story
You know?
has to embody why the fans love this for years. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to have something in that narrative wheelhouse that they can relate to, they can just pick it up, they can gobble it up and love, right? Then you can do your Easter eggs, and then you can put in, since you got the heavy rating, you got the R, you can do the violence, you can throw us some in there. And that's it. But you have to have a really, really good story, or the violence and the Easter eggs, it's not going to mean anything. You'll have a niche core hardcores that are going to love it no matter what. That's with anything. I don't think the casting was that terrible. I just think the Kano guy was just so extraordinarily higher than everyone else of quality. Like I said, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, they were fine. I think.
But that's the problem, man. When you have someone who outshines everyone that much, it just really does make the rest of the cast look.
Oh no, I
weak,
agree. I'm just mean like as a visual representation of the character. I thought Kung Lao and I thought Liu Kang looked great. A lot of them looked great. Shang Tsung was fine. But yeah, his performance he's everyone is a kind of the same. Hey, we got to go dragon tattoo. And Kano's just like, I'm just farting dick jokes, baby. Let's go. And I'm a little uneasy, so I could go heal on you anytime. Oh, here I go. I don't know. So it's tough. I hope the movie does well. I hope it makes enough to get a second shot at this, because I'd really hate to this just to be the one and done because it stunk.
Yeah.
There are a couple of things that I did enjoy in it. Overall, I didn't like it. I wanted to like it more. It was my own fault. I think I got too hyped, so I disappointed myself. So it's my fault at the end of the day, because I know Hollywood.
It's my fault the movie let me down.
Yeah, it is, because we know time and time again, when you get way too excited, your expectations are too high. They cannot deliver, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, I understand that you went in that. I still had a lot of reservations. Like when I saw a new character for the movie, that was a huge red flag of caution for me. There just was something about that made me be like, okay, let's just, I'm not gonna go in full excited. I'm gonna wait and see.
I really thought he was just gonna wake up and like big and just be Scorpion. Just I guess I'm Scorpion now.
When they kept bringing up the bloodline, I felt the same thing that you mentioned, that he was gonna kind of be the vessel, and I really think his family needed to die, and that he would have gone full Scorpion at that
awakened
point.
full Scorpion. I would have been like, okay, I like it.
No, they were like, this guy, we gotta see his face the whole time for whatever reason. People really want to see this guy's face. I mean, he has no emotions throughout the entire movie. He's just confusion. That's the only look he gave. So,
yeah, the dude's a weenie. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pass for me, to be quite honest. Like, part of me, I want it to do well too, so that's not just like another 20 fucking years, it feels like, before we get another Mortal Kombat. The other part of me is like, well, maybe if this doesn't do that great, then, we take 5 years off and then we do it again. It's not like they're going to leave this franchise alone. Like, the interest in this alone shows that they got something here. They just got to find the right combination to do it. And it's just coming at a bad time where AT&T's taking over Warner Brothers and they're more concerned about money than they are the creative process, which is something Warner Brothers has typically been pretty good at. They don't necessarily sweat the money. They just focus on delivering, good stories that people tend to latch onto. But I think, this might just be like the DC universe where they just keep trying no matter what. So part of me is like, I want to do well, but other part's not too worried if it doesn't. So,
well, Mortal Kombat's 11 sold more than 8 million copies since 2019 when it dropped. So as long as it keeps doing that well, hopefully we'll keep getting more of the games. And like you said, you'll get more MK on the big screen. I don't know. Hollywood's weird.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like I said, I think it's just become. They know they have something that generates interest now.
So
like
they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, like people I work with that do not play video games and definitely do not play Mortal Kombat have been talking about this movie for months.
Well, it's a pop culture. It surpasses its original medium, right? So that's really what it's literally modern day pop culture. Everyone knows what MK is.
Exactly.
Everyone. If they think it's the song, the game, from the back in the 90s, like everyone knows what an MK is.
They should have brought that song back. That's the biggest tragedy.
Well, I kind of thought hey, Immortals, can we dust that bad boy off and give her a old poke again? They'd be like, pay us. Oh, not interested.
I mean, they would be like, why not? We fucking funded the first one. I mean, it's like, you play that original Mortal Kombat, people get hyped. So people get rowdy. They start looking around like, oh, what do we got going? What do we got going? Let's do it.
Hey, Grandpa, turn off your techno. I'm sorry.
No one says that. No one says that. I could walk down the streets with that. People would just come out and start dancing, yelling, fight.
Yeah, dance fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe I'll put all my eggs in the basket for the Storm Shadow movie that's coming out. I'll go, don't disappoint me.
Don't. Well, that'll do us for Us Versus Movies. We thank you for listening. You can find us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, all that fun stuff. You are either listening to this on our podcast feed or you found us a week later on YouTube. We thank you for listening. We hope you subscribe and like and tell someone to check us out as well. And that'll do it for us. Kevin, take us away.
Mortal Kombat!
Fight! Kato. Liu Kang.